Good morning, students. Today our topic is Norton's theorem. In the previous class, we studied about Thevenin's theorem, and today we study about Norton's theorem. Now, the figure first below shows a network enclosed in a box with two terminals A and B. Brought out, the network in the box may contain any number of resistors and EMF sources connected in any manner, but according to Norton, the entire circuit behind terminals A and B can be replaced by a current source of output IN in parallel with the single resistance Rn as shown in figure 2 below. Now, this is the circuit, a complex circuit, and second figure representing the Norton's equivalent circuit, in which a current source connected in parallel with resistance Rn. The value of IN is determined as mentioned in Norton's theorem. The resistance Rn is the same as Thevenin's resistance R0. Once Norton's equivalent circuit is determined, then current through any load RL connected across terminals AB can be readily obtained. So we have to find out the current IN and the resistance Rn, and then we can replace the complex network by Norton's equivalent circuit. Hence, Norton's theorem applied to DC circuits may be stated as under. This is the statement of the Norton's theorem. Any network having two terminals A and B can be replaced by a current source of output IN in parallel with a resistance Rn. First, the output IN of current source is equal to the current that would flow through AB when terminals A and B are short circuited. When the terminals A and B are short circuited, these are the terminals A and B across which load resistance RL is connected. Now, second, the resistance Rn is the resistance of the network measured between terminals A and B with load RL removed and sources of EMF replaced by their internal resistances, if any. The resistance Rn is the resistance of the network measured between terminals A and B with load RL removed and sources of EMF replaced by their internal resistances, if any. So we have to remove the load resistance RL, and sources of EMF are replaced by their internal resistances, if any. Norton's theorem is converse of Thevenin's theorem. Norton's equivalent circuit uses a current generator instead of a voltage generator, and resistance Rn, which is same as R0, in parallel with the generator instead of being in series with it. These are the differences between Norton's theorem and Thevenin theorem. Now, how we can calculate the IN and Rn? The procedure is as follows. Now, figure 3 illustrate the application of Norton's theorem as far as circuit behind terminals AB is concerned. Figure 3, it can be replaced by a current source of output IN in parallel with resistance RN is shown in figure 6 below. Now this is the figure 3, and we have to calculate both the values IN and RN for the circuit. And first, finding of IN. For finding of IN, the by load R dash. The load R dash on the source when terminals AB are short circuited is given by R dash is equals to R1 plus R2 R3 divided by R2 plus R3, and source current I dash is equals to V divided by R dash is equals to V into R2 plus R3 divided by R1 R2 plus R1 R3 plus R2 R3. Short circuit current IN is equals to current in R2, figure 4. This is the figure 4. Now current flowing through R2 will be equal to the current IN. So IN is equals to current in R2, and this will be equal to I dash into R3 divided by R2 plus R3, and we get finally IN is equals to VR3 divided by R1 R2 plus R1 R3 plus R2 R3. Now second is finding RN. For finding RN, we are using the circuit represented in figure 5. For finding the RN is equals to resistance at terminals AB in figure 5, and for this we have to calculate the resistance of the circuit as in figure 5, and this will comes out Rn is equals to R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R3. Thus the values of IN and Rn are known, and the Norton's equivalent circuit will be as shown in figure 6. Now we know the values of IN and Rn, so the equivalent circuit, Norton's equivalent circuit is as represented in figure 6. IN, the current source whose output is IN current, is in parallel with the Rn, and load resistance is connected across the terminals AB.